Elizabeth Taylor's impact was more than just her fame. She changed the world of fashion, film, and activism forever. From her iconic style to her passionate humanitarian work, Taylor's legacy is unmatched. In this video, we dive into her most defining moments, exploring her influence on Hollywood, her personal life, and her cultural impact. Stay tuned to see how Elizabeth Taylor's charisma and resilience shaped the world. And don't miss the expert insights and surprising stories about the stars she continues to inspire. Elizabeth Taylor's love life was as colorful as her movie roles. She was married 8 times to 7 different men, with her relationship with Richard Burton standing out as one of the most legendary love affairs in Hollywood history. Their tumultuous romance, 2 marriages and 2 divorces, became fodder for tabloids, but it also defined the glamorous, larger-than-life persona Taylor cultivated. Their love story began on the set of Cleopatra, 1963, a movie that not only showcased Taylor's acting talent but also cemented her status as a fashion icon. The film's costumes, including the famous gold gown and headdress, became emblematic of Taylor's dramatic style. Off-screen, her romance with Burton ignited headlines across the world, and their shared love of opulence made them one of Hollywood's most extravagant couples. Burton gifted Taylor the Taylor-Burton diamond, a jaw-dropping 69-carat diamond that became one of the most famous jewels in history. Fashion critic Tim Blanks once commented, "Elizabeth Taylor's love of jewelry wasn't just about excess. Her pieces were an extension of her personality. Bold, unapologetic, and sparkling with life. Her personal relationships were much like her jewelry collection, intense, passionate, and larger than life." Though much of Taylor's personal life revolved around her high-profile marriages, her role as a mother was deeply important to her. She had 4 children, whom she often shielded from the public eye to provide them with as normal a life as possible. Taylor's dedication to her family was evident in how she balanced her career, activism, and role as a mother. Taylor's relationship with her children adds a softer side to her glamorous image. In interviews, her daughter Liza Todd has shared stories of Taylor's warmth, recalling how she would spend quiet mornings with her children before the cameras and chaos of Hollywood entered their day. This humanizes the often larger-than-life image of Taylor, reminding us that behind the glitz and glamour was a woman who cherished her family. Elizabeth Taylor was a force on screen, her acting career spanning 5 decades and dozens of iconic roles. One of her most memorable performances was as Cleopatra in the 1963 epic Cleopatra. The film, which had one of the largest budgets of its time, was visually stunning and incredibly extravagant, much like Taylor herself. Her portrayal of Cleopatra left a lasting imprint on Hollywood, not only because of the movie's grandeur, but also because of the intricate costumes Taylor wore. The gold gowns, the intricate hairstyles, and the dramatic makeup became fashion moments in themselves. Taylor's career hit new heights with Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, 1966, a film that earned her a 2nd Academy Award for Best Actress. In this role, Taylor shed her glamorous image, playing the role of Martha, a bitter, middle-aged woman trapped in a tumultuous marriage. The film was a critical success, and Taylor's performance was hailed as one of the best of her career. By playing such a complex, layered character, Taylor once again proved that she wasn't just a pretty face. She was one of Hollywood's most talented actresses. Elizabeth Taylor's on-screen personas were deeply intertwined with her off-screen fashion sense. She blurred the line between the two, often stepping out in elaborate gowns that rivaled her movie costumes. This made her a favorite on the red carpet, where she became known for her dramatic fashion statements. One such moment was when Taylor wore a Valentino gown with a plunging neckline to the 1970 Academy Awards, where she was nominated for her role in Anne of the Thousand Days. The look was provocative for its time and solidified Taylor as a style icon who was unafraid to push boundaries. Fashion historian Valerie Steele once said, "Elizabeth Taylor was a walking fashion revolution. She didn't just follow trends, she made them." Her ability to switch between opulence and minimalism, while always maintaining an air of confidence, set her apart from her contemporaries. Elizabeth Taylor's fashion sense was as iconic as her acting. She wasn't afraid to wear bold, extravagant pieces, making her the darling of designers like Dior, Valentino, and Balmain. Her signature look often included vibrant colors, plunging necklines, and of course, her world-famous jewelry collection. Taylor's love for diamonds and emeralds was as famous as her acting career. Her style wasn't just confined to the red carpet. Even in her casual moments, Taylor managed to exude effortless glamour. Photos of her lounging at home often feature her in chic, comfortable attire paired with her favorite jewels, proving that her love for fashion wasn't just a public performance, it was part of who she was. The legendary jewelry collection. One of the most notable aspects of Elizabeth Taylor's fashion legacy was her incredible jewelry collection. Taylor's jewels became just as famous as her film roles, with pieces like the La Peregrina Pearl and the Krupp Diamond, later known as the Elizabeth Taylor Diamond, becoming iconic symbols of her personal style. The Taylor Burton Diamond, gifted to her by Richard Burton, was one of the most famous gems in the world. The 69-carat diamond was not only a testament to Burton's love for Taylor, but also to her enduring appeal as a style icon. When Taylor auctioned off her jewelry collection in 2011, it fetched nearly $116 million, with proceeds going to her AIDS Foundation. The La Peregrina Pearl had a fascinating history before it came into Elizabeth Taylor's possession. Discovered in the 16th century, the pearl was once owned by Spanish royalty and had passed through several royal families before Richard Burton purchased it for Taylor. After acquiring it, Taylor had the pearl set in a custom-designed necklace by Cartier, turning it into one of the most stunning pieces in her collection. This legendary piece of jewelry not only highlighted Taylor's penchant for historical gems, but also her ability to turn any item into a statement of her personality and style. While Elizabeth Taylor was known for her beauty and acting prowess, her humanitarian work, particularly her activism for AIDS awareness, was equally significant. In the 1980s, at a time when the HIV/AIDS epidemic was still largely misunderstood and stigmatized, Taylor became one of the first public figures to speak out about the disease. She lost several friends to AIDS, including fellow actor Rock Hudson, which galvanized her commitment to the cause. In 1985, Taylor helped establish the American Foundation for AIDS Research, AMFAR, using her star power to raise both awareness and funds. Her efforts didn't stop there. In 1991, she launched the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation, ETF, which has since raised millions of dollars for AIDS research and treatment. Taylor's activism extended beyond writing checks. She was deeply involved in the work. She lobbied lawmakers, spoke at conferences, and used her platform to destigmatize the disease. Her courageous stance, especially at a time when many celebrities shied away from the topic, earned her a lasting place in the history of AIDS advocacy. Philanthropist Bono, who also became an activist for HIV/AIDS, said, "Elizabeth Taylor was a pioneer. In the face of fear and stigma, she stood up and spoke out, long before it was fashionable to do so. She didn't just give money, she gave her voice and her heart." Taylor's work paved the way for a new generation of celebrity activists. Today, stars like Lady Gaga, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Angelina Jolie continue the legacy of using their fame for social causes. Taylor's commitment to AIDS activism proved that celebrities could use their influence for good, inspiring countless others to follow in her footsteps. Elizabeth Taylor's influence on fashion extends well beyond her lifetime. Modern designers, including Marc Jacobs and Gucci, have cited Taylor as a key inspiration. Her love for bold colors, dramatic silhouettes, and intricate jewelry has been referenced in runway collections and red carpet looks, even today. Elizabeth Taylor's fashion legacy continues to inspire designers, from her famous jewelry collection to her love for bold, glamorous outfits. The mix of high-end couture and personal style gave Taylor an unmatched cultural presence, especially on the red carpet. Even in today's fashion landscape, designers like Marc Jacobs and Gucci pay homage to Taylor's dramatic flair. Modern stars like Lupita Nyong'o and Lady Gaga often channel Taylor's looks, showing that her influence extends beyond her time. Gaga's 2019 Met Gala appearance, featuring 4 different outfits, was reminiscent of Taylor's bold, theatrical sense of style. Beyond fashion, Elizabeth Taylor's influence extends into broader cultural realms. Her outspokenness on issues like HIV/AIDS redefined celebrity activism. Her success in business, particularly with her fragrance line, set a precedent for celebrity entrepreneurs. Moreover, her glamour, controversies, and boldness made her an everlasting symbol of Hollywood's golden era. Elizabeth Taylor's legacy as a fashion icon, humanitarian, and legendary actress remains as powerful today as ever. From her dazzling jewelry and unforgettable performances to her advocacy for AIDS awareness, her influence on both Hollywood and philanthropy continues to inspire new generations. She redefined what it means to be a true celebrity, balancing glamour with a deep sense of purpose. If you enjoyed exploring Elizabeth Taylor's incredible journey, please leave your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for more inspiring stories.